First, let me say good evening. I want to welcome you all out to our third grand opening of our West Memphis Municipal Court building. Will you all give that a round of applause? First, allow me to thank each and every one of you for taking time out your busy schedules to be a part and sharing in this special moment with us. So I want to say thank you. Let me first say thank you to Judge Thorne, Ms. Terry Griffin, and the entire municipal courthouse staff. You all wave your hand. Now, I want to tell you one thing. It sure feels good standing on this side than that side. Let me tell you all this. About a little over a week ago, Judge Thorne called me and told me that he don't want to leave that building. He said so much history over there in that municipal building, and he just don't think he can move over here. And I said, why? He said, because my office over there looks better than your office. So I got with the city attorney, and I said, city attorney, the judge don't want to move over here. I'm sure all the personnel and staff want to move. And the city attorney wrote a letter. I ended up reading the city attorney letter, and guess what it said? It said, Judge, you got to move over here because my office looks better than the mayor's over here. But seriously, I do thank the Judge Thorne, city attorney, Ms. Terry Griffin, and the entire staff of you all for your service and dedication to the city of West Memphis. I also want to thank D. Brown and the P3 Group, CORE, as well as CCM for a great public-private partnership, as well as great design and construction of this building. I had the opportunity to come look with Dale, and they've done a great job over here. I also want to thank Kenneth Johnson with the city, as well as Frank Marr, who's no longer with us, but played a very vital role in the negotiation of this P3 deal. Amanda Hicks, Paul Luker, Philip Sorrell, and everyone who played a part in just making this happen. Lastly, I want to just thank the people that support me and support my vision of making this happen, and that's the West Memphis City Council. I could not have done this without Tracy Catt, James Holt, Melanie Hutchison, Wayne Kroon, Charles Wheelis, Lorraine Muhammad, David Murray, Willis Mundy, and Ms. Helen Harris. At that time, also James Pulliam, who was currently then who's now our city clerk, but he was our former city council person. So I do thank this because it couldn't have happened without all the great minds along with the legislative body, the governing body, in making this happen. The West Memphis Courthouse was built, correct me if I'm wrong, in 1939. It started out as our first city hall, but they turned over into our court municipal building. And that's where the court has been doing all of their services for the city of West Memphis. So I just thank them for that and helping to move our city forward. But now we know that all things have to come to an end. It's time for a new beginning. It's time for a new start right here in West Memphis. And I think this courthouse right now, along with the former grand opening of the past fire station, as well as the last week our library, this is another direction of great excellence for the city of West Memphis. So I pray that our community is pleased and proud of this new facility. West Memphis Municipal Court building is just another step in showing that West Memphis is moving in the right direction. I hope our citizens, I hope you are proud and appreciative of what we are doing, because West Memphis has a lot more to go and we will move forward. So once again, I want to say thank every one of you all. Thank the staff, thank the council for helping to make this happen for the city of West Memphis. God bless you and thank you. Next, I want to call up a few people to speak. First, I want to call up a young man that actually, I'm telling you this, if you sit on that side, if you sit right there, it feels so much better. And I think that anyone that has been in this courtroom will know that it's always good to sit in the judge's seat. So I'm going to ask Ms. Hutchison. Ms. Hutchison? That Ms. Hutchison? Ms. Hutchison, I just want to recognize today is her birthday, so happy birthday, Ms. Hutchison. But I'm gonna ask with Judge Thorne and Miss Terry Griffin, will you all come up and have a word, or anyone from the staff?
I think Terry, she's deferred to me, correct?
Okay. Well,
Threw me off when you said young man a minute ago. I'm looking around.
well, I guess the boss got to get to the boss. So hey.
Good afternoon. Probably a little of this will be redundant on what the mayor said, but I've been the full-time Crittenden County District Judge since January of 2013. As the mayor said, the City Hall was built in 1939, and at some point, I know prior to 1967, the courtroom was attached onto the City Hall. And I know that because I went to court in about 1967 in the courthouse, so I know it was still there in the courtroom. I kind of look at this day, if any of you know about anything about ships, it's kind of like dry docking. You've heard of these ships that's been out in the ocean for 20 or 30 years. They fulfilled their duties, and then they finally come into dry dock for the last time, and something bright and shiny and new takes their place and heads out to the seas. I kind of see that as our courthouse. I can tell you that our courtroom and courthouse over there on Square is ready for dry dock. It gets a little old when you have to walk around pails that's got water in it in order to fulfill your duties. And I say that because I've got a great staff. Got a great leader in Terry, and I got a great staff, and they have to deal with that every day, and I'm excited for them. I'm really excited for them. It goes without saying that I want to thank the mayor for his vision. I want to thank the City Hall for following that vision. I want to thank P3, Mr. D. Brown. I want to thank CORE for their responsibilities in making this happen. You know, I'm not going to talk long, but I want to also give a special thanks to Odell Slaughter. Y'all know Odell? Odell's a street supervisor. He's helping move all these items from the boxes and everything from the old building to the new building. Can you imagine if some of you have lived in a house 12 years and then you decide to buy a new house? You remember how hard that is to go through and pack everything to move it? We're talking from somewhere between 1939 to the present. So Mr. Odell Slaughter and his employees, they deserve a real round of applause. The last thing I want to say, and I do want to recognize Senator Ingram. Been a big asset to this community also over the years. My son just retired from the fire department last Thursday to seek another endeavor. But I remember the day that he went into Senator Ingram's office. He was the mayor at the time, and after that he got hired. And I am deeply, deeply want to say thank you very much, Senator Ingram. You know, this building is great. I'm excited to move into this building. It is an asset to the city of West Memphis. But I look at it even more. I see it as an asset to the community, where they can come into this new building, take care of business, because there'll be the city attorney, there'll be here the county attorney. I see it as an asset to my employees. You know, sometimes it can get kind of depressing going in that old building, and now coming in this new building with a fresh coat of paint on it. So I see it as an asset, but to the city of West Memphis, I see it as more. I see it as a great asset, not only to the city, but to the community, because I hear county cases also in my court and right here. So I'm not going to say any more other than I'm ready for it the first day on the bench. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Judge. We're going to have a word by Mr. D. Brown of the P3 Group. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I want to say that, first of all, it's an honor and a privilege for me to be here. It's even more of an honor for me to be part of the West Memphis winning streak. I mean, this mayor and city council and the city leadership have done some miraculous things in a very, very short period of time. I couldn't help but think when I came in, I said, wow, business is going to increase for Judge Thorne. I think people are going to speed through town just to come through and take a look at this place, man. I mean, it's a real show place, Judge. So, that's right. So we got a repayment plan worked out. But, you know, this is an important project for us. The mayor, through his vision, gave us the opportunity to be part of the first public-private partnership of this kind in the state of Arkansas. So I want to say thank you, Mayor. Thank you to the city council members that believed in the mayor's vision. They gave us the opportunity to be here. More importantly, I want to thank the citizens of the city of West Memphis for supporting this administration and their vision. As the judge said, this is an asset to the city of West Memphis. It's a model for communities around the country. I can't begin to tell you about all of the cities that we, probably 5 or 6 per week that we meet with, that we brag about the great job that they're doing here in the city of West Memphis, and how these projects that you all had the vision to do here have inspired other counties in Arkansas, other cities in Arkansas, to follow your lead and be part of such a great public-private partnership model that's working for communities around the world, around the country, for that fact as well. And so we get an opportunity to meet with cities all over the country, as well as in some foreign countries. And everywhere we go, we always talk about the West Memphis model, because you would not believe how many smaller communities have not had new infrastructure and new facilities built in decades, and who are suffering from dilapidated buildings and poor infrastructure, and they're trying to find solutions and ways to move their cities and communities forward. And so this model, though I don't know if that was actually the intent for it to be a national model or an international model, but the city of West Memphis has inspired cities from Riviera Beach, Florida, obviously, city of Pine Bluff, Jefferson County, Alabama, around the country. They're looking at what you all have done, and they're following your lead, going into these public-private partnerships to get critical infrastructure and facilities to deliver for their community. So I appreciate the opportunity that you all provided my company to be part of the winning streak, and we really appreciate you. You have a great day.
We're going to soon move out to the front for the ribbon cutting. Once again, I want to say thank each and every one of you all for being here. Our state officials, Senator Ingram, and of the other local city officials, our city council, and all of you for just playing a part in being here, because it's you that makes West Memphis go. And I truly believe that we're back on our winning streak. I thank God for, let me say this real quick. We just went through a national pandemic this last year, and we still battling with it. But just through the grace of God, of great vaccinations, as well as you all following the CDC guidelines, wearing your mask, protecting yourself, and being smart, I'm happy to announce that this morning we had only 15 cases citywide here in the city of West Memphis, and that's a blessing. So I look forward to us beating COVID as a community and restarting our winning streak. God bless you.